welcome to another episode of the Power Button Podcast. I'm your co-host, Darren Badmouth Beasley. And who are you?
I'm your...
What's so funny? What in God's green earth is so funny?
I am your co-host, Josh Meany. And today, we're here to talk the typical, usual dumb shit. I want to let you guys know. We had a couple before. Well, I had a couple. How many do you have? We had a couple before this episode.
Yeah, I'm lubed. I'm lubbed up.
But yeah, we got the usual, typical dumb shit to talk about.
What's that stupid shit you're going to say about John Wick?
Oh, yeah. So John Wick got confirmed for a 5th movie. And I guess it's shooting back-to-back with the 4th movie. They're shooting 4 and 5 back-to-back. So there's 2 more John Wick movies coming out. Confirmed.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I mean...
Will you see both of them?
Well, you know they did the same thing with The Matrix, right?
This is different, though. This is a lot. It's quicker. They waited a lot. Matrix is more mind-blowing that they're doing a 4th one than they are doing a John Wick 4.
But I mean, like, they did the same thing in recording both
the
movies.
right. Reloaded and Revolution.
Yeah. So
they did that with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not necessarily down. I mean, I'm not necessarily, like...
Yeah, my basic question is, like, are you down with 4 and 5 of John Wick?
Oh, no, I don't think they should make any more John Wicks. In fact, I'll give my opinion on Parabellum. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen...
I think we've done this before. It was definitely a topic before.
Yeah. Anybody who hasn't seen the last John Wick movie, good luck. That's probably another factor, by the way, that could be potentially hurting our views, is the fact that we're talking about the ending of pretty much everything we talk about, and the fact that people say, oh, they're going to spoil this, they're going to spoil that, and if you haven't done it and you're interested in it, then you're going to skip it or not even watch it. But anyway, so here I go about John Wick, the 3rd one.
Join us.
I didn't like it. The 3rd one, really.
Me neither.
I thought parts of it were pretty dope, like action scenes, and why else are we watching a John Wick movie other than action scenes?
Right. But the story was good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love John Wick 1. I loved Chapter
2. I think was better than the first one.
I do too. The story, because the story for the first one was so good. It was so good, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the action, if we just want to talk about action, they definitely one-upped it in the second Chapter 2. Like, Chapter 3, they did different stuff, but, like, I don't know, man. There was something about Chapter 3 with the story and everything that was going on. It was like, I just feel like I've seen this already. Like, I'm already kind of done with John Wick. I wanted you guys to do more stuff. Like, remember they're talking about they were going to do a show that was based on the
hotel.
The hotel. I haven't heard much about that lately.
Right. That would be more interesting in the 3rd movie or the 4th movie.
I'm kind of done
with
John Wick's story 1 and 2 is fine to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 3 didn't really get me going, and then I heard they were doing a 4, and I'm like, all right.
I don't
really care about 4. I probably won't see it in the theater. I might see when it actually comes out. I'll probably check it out. I do that with a lot of movies. But the fact they're doing 4 and 5, it's like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole
it's
thing.
not necessarily the idea that they're doing 4 and 5 simultaneously that I don't like. It's the idea that they're even doing a 4th one and then doing a 5th one.
Yeah.
That is my problem. And so I won't watch them.
Keanu Reeves is a busy man.
Yeah.
He's filming both of those, and then he's filming The Matrix 4. I've seen some set photos with him in that.
Cyberpunk.
In Cyberpunk. Well, he probably finished on that. But
no,
as
but
of
you
right
know,
now,
he did that in the time frame
back to back. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, if he's doing 4 and 5, and he's doing The Matrix,
I'm assuming
and
that
the
he's
release date for 4 and The Matrix are in the same year, so it's like he's working right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how big his part is in The Matrix. I don't really know anything about the
story.
story.
I think The Matrix I think. Oh God. Okay, so are we gonna do a transmission over into a segue into the?
You want to talk about that Matrix thing?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Fuck them. Listen.
So there was an article that came out
Okay.
that basically said that what was it? The Matrix story is basically about trans and about wanting to be different. That's basically what the story was about. That's what
the Wachowski Sisters.
The Wachowski Sisters came out and said.
Jesus Christ.
Now, look, I have no problem with them wanting. They feel like women. They want to be women. That's cool. But to come out now and say that that's what The Matrix was about, especially this late, like now you're going to tell me that? I don't know. If you were about that in the beginning, I probably still would have liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
I probably still would have liked the movies. But to come out this late and start saying this now, like...
Okay, so
I just don't believe it. I don't believe that was the actual undertone of the movie. I really don't.
Here's the thing, okay? And this actually, it eliminates part of this argument that it is actually transgender, given the fact that the directors themselves came out and said it. I still say that it isn't. But I say that carefully, okay?
Right.
Because if you create something and you say that it is a certain way, then, by definition, that thing you created would have to be what you said it was.
Right.
Here's my argument, though. There's a couple things. The main one is, when they made the Matrix movies, they weren't transgender. Right. And there isn't any transgender ideology or any other leftist political agenda behind the Matrix movies that is significant enough to make you question the undermining lines and reasons of why the movie was made. So I don't believe it.
It's such an undertone that no one... there's no clue of it whatsoever.
Exactly. And there's no clue of any other leftist agenda anywhere in it.
And what I'm saying is, if you said that in the beginning... I don't think it would make me dislike those movies.
No.
I wouldn't. If, like, that's what you're trying to prove.
That's what I'm about to say.
That would make me think about it differently. That's not my problem with it. It's coming out with it now after we already have this idea of exactly what the Matrix is.
And that's what I want to touch on. That's the fact that even if they came out and said it while the movies were coming out, you would still watch it and enjoy it. This is part of the argument that I'm about to make, okay? You know, I was watching... this isn't really relevant. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but it is relevant. It just takes a while. There's these people...
Come on. Please, for the fucking people. God damn it.
I listen to these people debate sometimes. I listen to Christians and Muslims and atheists and all these people. They have these debates on these big channels and things like that.
Yeah.
And one of the ideas that Sam Harris brought up, and he's a famous guy. I don't know if you've ever seen him on Joe Rogan podcast or anything like that, but one of his arguments was, well, there's really no validity in these metaphors that people keep bringing up, like the Matrix, for example. Not that he was saying this specifically about the Matrix, but what I'm saying is, he's like, oh, well, you know, if you were to cook something and you were having all these ingredients, you could say, oh, well, the sugar that I'm adding is the dovetails that fly off the bird as it soars through the sky. It's like, well, that doesn't mean that it actually resembles that. And so what I want to say and how this relates to the Matrix is that there are certain metaphors and analogies that are better than others. So in other words, if you were to explain something to me, it doesn't matter what that thing was, and I were to say, well, okay, what is it that you're talking about? And you said, well, Darren, I'm going to give you an analogy. Okay, there's a difference between a good analogy and a bad analogy.
Right.
It's like, well, why is it good and why is it bad? Well, it's good because it actually fits most of what occurs during whatever it is you're talking about.
Exactly.
Whether it's the Matrix or Kendrick Lamar or whatever it is you're talking about, the analogy hits on more than one level. That's what makes it a good one, where a bad one doesn't make sense or it only hits on a very face value level. It doesn't get to the substructures of what's actually going on. And so when they say that the red pill is actually resembling estrogen... Okay, so that doesn't touch on all the other levels that the red pill actually represents in not only the movie, but cultural. You see memes and people saying, we're going to red pill this person. It's like, they aren't talking about estrogen. So when you say estrogen, you are... The reason why I say it's wrong, even though they created it, the reason why I say it's wrong is because that analogy, that metaphor, given what it actually is, the red pill... does not fit.
It doesn't.
With so many characteristics.
And that's why it would be so different if they said that. If they were trying to get that out there, that that's what it was, it would be a little different. I'd think about it differently. And I'm not saying I would hate it.
Right.
But to come out this late, like, you know, Matrix is in the movie culture. Like, it's a huge thing. People know the Matrix. To come out this late and say something like that, it's like... How do you expect me to believe that? It's so far off.
It's so far off.
It doesn't make any sense. So it's like, whatever. Like, I think The Matrix is The Matrix 1, 2, 3, done.
And done.
It's all over. They're going to do another Matrix movie. I told you, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see what they're about to do with The Matrix. No. But, like, am I going to like it? The chances are no.
Probably not.
The chances are
it's
no.
It's going to be like the Terminator movie
If I do like it, that's great. Awesome.
Right.
Like, oh, I can't believe they pulled this off. I don't think the chances are very high of me liking it. Right. But I'm going to see it. I have I have to see it.
Yeah.
I have to see what they're about to come up with. They're trying to add to the Matrix. Huge part of my childhood.
They did the Animatrix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was a successful
and then
endeavor.
Them
but
trying to push, it's just words. Whoa, what the fuck?
Equipment malfunction.
But it's like,
Tighten
is
that
this
bitch
whole
up.
Matrix 4 just going to be a political statement?
Probably.
That worries me.
Probably.
Because they're coming out and doing stuff like this. You know,
Although,
I want them to stick to the because creatively, these guys pulled off crazy shit with the first three Matrix.
Okay. Given that, this is sort of satirical. This is sort of like being joking. If that is the case, they will actually give us fire. If they think that the red pill was supposed to be estrogen the entire time, then that means that if they make another movie predicated on transgender issues, it will also be fire.
I just hope this fucking thing doesn't fall.
Jesus Christ.
God
Don't worry
damn
about it. But you know what I mean?
I think this movie's going to be some sort of political statement.
Yeah, but I don't think you caught what it is that I just said.
If they actually are going to try to pull that off, it's too late to try to pull that off.
If the first three movies are political in their minds, and they say they want to make another political one, then is it going to be fire again? Isn't it going to be fire again? If you think the red pill is estrogen, just give us more of the red pill. Call it whatever you want. But if you're going to be the same creative person you was when you made the first three and say that it's transgender, and you say, we're going to give you a fourth one, it's going to be transgender as well, it's like, well, okay, that's good then. That's good then.
That
you know
they're
what
in
I mean?
the same. If they truly were in the same mindset when they started it,
that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy shit.
You know what
That's
I mean?
so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? though?
Yes, if you think about if they're in that same exact mindset and that's truly what they believed when they were making the first three films, they get back into that same
the
exact
fourth
mindset.
one will be
wouldn't
fine.
they actually give us the same kind of shit? Oh, let's hope so.
That'd be fire. But that's joking. You know, I think they're taking it too far.
But that works. So when you think of it
Right.
like that, if they're really in that, because that's where I want them to be. I want them to be in the same creative mindset that they were when they were making the first three. Are they perfect? No, there's some problems. Like I rewatched 1, 2, and 3 with Casey.
Okay.
And we're watching them. And the first one, it was so good.
Yeah.
And the second
classic.
one, but the second one I started picking out flaws. I'm like, oh, okay. Like there's definitely flaws to the second and third one, but I think generally the story they told was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it will go down always in movie history. Like
Yeah.
that first Matrix, like I was telling her when we were watching it, when he dodges the bullets.
Yeah.
In the first movie on the rooftop, that was historical for action movies and slow motion shit in general. Everything else is like predicated off that. Like what the Matrix did for action movies in the movie genre is insane.
Yeah.
And they are the ones who pulled it off.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's
It goes
insane.
deeper.
If they could get back into that, pulling off a fourth movie, it's just I feel like it ended so perfectly. And I feel like anything you do, I think the biggest problem is them bringing back Neo.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If they were continuing it without him, I'd be like, that makes sense. He's gone. But now you're bringing him back, and it's like, so do the first three not really mean much? What is going on?
And Trinity's supposed to be back?
Yeah.
This is nonsense.
I don't know what they're doing, but I'm going to see it. I want to see exactly what they're going to do. I really do.
It's nonsense.
And I'm going to check it out, and I really feel like I'm not going to end up liking it. It's probably going to disappoint me. But if they don't, that's amazing that you gave me another Matrix movie that I fell in love with.
Right.
Absolutely incredible.
Right. Yeah. And one more thing before we leave the Matrix is that, again, the entire trilogy is actually an allegory for elements in Christianity, with Neo sacrificing himself, almost representing Jesus in the way at the end of the third one. In fact, the moment that he allows himself to get taken over by Agent Smith at the end of the Revolutions, and we see him in Machine City, and we see him, and he stretches out, and you see the wires. It almost resembles angel wings.
Yes,
it's like, okay, so this is clearly a metaphorical imagery of Christianity in some
sense.
very
obvious one.
And a very obvious
one. So this other one you're trying to push, I didn't see that, but I saw what I think you were doing, and it was amazing.
Yeah, even Neo being the one Neo, Zion, It's like, okay, he's supposed to save humanity. Sacrificing himself to save humanity is a basic. No, not even basic. It is a archaic lesson and things that humanity has been doing for a long time. The idea that we're going to sacrifice ourselves for not only people, anything. You go to work, you sacrifice the time that you're at work for the future. It's like, okay, these are lessons that are built into us like you wouldn't believe. Right. It's like, okay, so if you want to make the Matrix based off of that whole religious ideology, that is part of the reason why that movie franchise, those 3 movies, are classic. Obviously, with the dodging bullets and the cameras and the slow motion. Right. Obviously, what they did with
the story you told.
But the story being told.
The way it resonates.
Exactly. Transcends time. Yeah, it's another.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Like I said, I find problems with 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I really do.
Right.
But like, overall, the story, the imagination they were using, it's just like George Lucas with the prequels.
Yeah.
Do I have problems with the prequels? Yes, but the story he was telling, the imagination he's using.
Yeah.
He's one of those.
Yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
one of those.
Even the
and
original,
so are they.
Yeah.
And I respect them for that.
Yeah.
They gave us the Matrix. That's great. And if they can pull it off again, I just don't think they will. But if they pull it off again, that's great.
To be fair, they directed the Matrix movies.
Right.
I don't know how much they wrote the Matrix movies.
Well, no, they definitely were involved with the storytelling of the Matrix.
Yeah, but how much?
Weren't they the writers too?
Did they write it?
I'm pretty sure they wrote it. That's going to take too long. I'll throw it up on here if they wrote it, and we'll find it after.
Yeah, because if they didn't write it, then...
No, that's different. But I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they were the writers and directors.
All right. I'm not saying they didn't write it. I'm not even saying they didn't write it.
I'm positive.
Okay,
I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
We'll look that up after. But yeah, that's what I think about...
Yeah, so...
John Wick. That's what we think about John Wick. All right. How much time we got left? Oh, yeah, we rolling.
Yo, you going to keep touching that...
Yeah, because I'm scared of it, yo.
Okay, don't touch it. It's gonna it'll be fine.
All right.
You tightened it. Yeah, don't... You see what I'm saying? Don't touch the damn thing. You're going to ruin it. It's like a vice grip, right? Doesn't it grip onto the table? Oh, now you're done.
Now it's all fucked up.
You're going to have to just hold the mic at this point.
Anyway.
All right, what's the next topic? Get me started on the next topic.
Next fucking topic. So you saw the Suicide Squad. Rocksteady's doing the Suicide Squad. It's official. They're doing a Suicide Squad game.
Okay, no, I didn't.
Okay, they dropped the official poster. And what it is, it's a back shot of Superman, and it has Suicide Squad written, almost like it's a target on his head. Okay. And that was the first poster, but it officially got announced. Rocksteady's doing a Suicide Squad game.
I don't know how to feel about that. I think that...
There's also talk that this is more rumors, but the rumors they just keep coming. They're also supposed to be doing another Batman game.
I don't believe that because
the rumors just keep coming. And then there was another rumor not long ago that the announcement will be coming in the coming weeks.
I heard they were going to do a Superman game.
Yeah, I heard that too. That's what I wanted them to do.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to do that.
Why not? Why wouldn't they do it? That doesn't make sense to me. Because,
and I'm not I'm not an innovative game developer, okay? But the idea of Superman, even in directing, same with Flash, it can be difficult to make compelling stories given the powers of the characters. When you have a video game that is you play as Superman, let's just say in a third-person perspective, similar to the way they did Batman. Right. There's a reason why they picked Batman. You
don't think they can pull off a compelling story with Superman using that formula?
I'm not saying that they can't pull it off. I'm saying that I don't think that interests the developing team.
Really?
Because the idea that now I'm going to fly around at super speeds, lasering people, punching people one time because Superman's that strong, and if he's not that strong, that doesn't make a very good video game. If I'm playing the Hulk and I can't pick up a car and chuck it at someone, that doesn't really make for a good Hulk game. Now, given the fact that I can pick up a car and chuck it at someone, that person better be clipped off the strength of that one car.
So if they dropped a game that was like that and you weren't able to do that and they were living by the rules, you played Superman Returns?
No.
I really like that game. It's free world Superman game.
Yep.
And you fly around, you do whatever, and I really think that game was really fun.
Okay.
And I think you could do a compelling story, but there would be... You are correct. Without a doubt. What you're saying is correct. like there would be limitations. Like sometimes you can do this and then sometimes you can't. And I see what you mean with they pick Batman because it can be more fluent.
Yep.
But if they drop a Superman game, has a good story, and they kind of do that a little bit, I feel like I'd still get down with it.
Okay.
Because I had a lot of fun playing Superman Returns.
Okay, but
and with this studio doing it.
Okay, but this studio again. Listen, Rocksteady, from my understanding, has given us only one other franchise, only one other game other than the Batman games.
What was that?
And that was Urban Chaos, and that came out in 2004 for the original Xbox, and it was the original developers for Rocksteady. They made that game. They might have made a game before that, but that was their big title that they claimed to make.
Yeah.
Then they made the Batman games. So if Rocksteady were to make another game, okay, let's just say they pick a DC superhero, which would be strange for them to do, because even if they picked another superhero to do in DC, the game couldn't be anything like Shadow of Mordor. It couldn't be anything like Batman. It couldn't be anything like Spider-Man.
What do you think about it? Because, well, the topic is Suicide Squad. That got officially announced.
What do you think
they're going to be able to pull that off?
Suicide Squad has a better chance.
And then the poster was kind of... Because thinking about them going after Superman, it's like, what the fuck? Suicide Squad are going to take down Superman? Like,
who's
really?
in it?
I'm not really sure. But there was a lot of people speculating that it was Bizarro.
Maybe.
The way the poster looked, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool. You know what I mean? But
Maybe.
I'm very interested to see what they do with Suicide Squad.
If they can do a Suicide Squad game, even if it's based off of fighting Superman, which I think is kind of strange, but
it's
let's
weird.
just say...
It's weird. That was the official first poster. You know DC Fandom? Fandom.
There's no E there.
No, there is. It's Fandom. D-O-M-E. No, maybe not.
No, Fandom. Jesus
Either way.
Christ.
Fandom. Everyone wants some Fandom at some point.
That would be nice, guys. That'd be nice, guys.
It'd be nice. We got 37 subscribers. At least 3.
Come on. Fandom. Let's go. All right.
But they have a whole bunch of stuff coming out, and they're going to announce more. They're going to show more at that event. They're going to show footage of the Batman.
Yeah.
And they got some other stuff they're going to show.
Yeah, so them doing a Suicide Squad game, even if it's based off of fighting Superman, totally fine. I guess they could pull it off, maybe. I think if I was them, I would do something completely different. Why stick with DC? Why make a game that's anything like the game that we've already made, I don't know, 3 times already? I don't know if you know this, but Batman Arkham Origins was actually made by a different company.
It wasn't Rocksteady?
No, it wasn't Rocksteady.
What company?
I can't remember the name of the company.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Origins was the only one.
They did a damn good job.
They did.
They did a damn good job.
But their whole formula was
different. Origins is the most different one.
It was most different, but again, it was again predicated on the Batman games that came before it. It played the same way. The combat worked the same way.
Well, it has to.
It has to. So them saying that they did such a good job on it, it's like, well, yeah, okay, but it's still based off of the same principles.
Right.
That's like saying Sledgehammer Games came out and made an incredible Call of Duty. It's like, yeah, sure they did, but they were the 15th Call of Duty.
You got to replicate what they did and then add a new flavor.
Right.
And that
their replication is really just copy and paste. So
for the most part.
Yeah, so it's not Doug, you and I could make a pretty good Batman game if you gave us all of the files that all the other Batman games have been played on, then you and I would be able to. It's not very, I give props to the people who created Shadow of Mordor. I give props to the people who created Assassin's Creed.
Keep it going in a franchise like that and keep it just as good. Like, I don't think that's just an easy task.
No, I don't think that's
copy and paste. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
I don't think
you have to come up with a new game.
Sure.
But still follow it in this, what is it, trilogy, more than a trilogy.
Yeah.
At this point, and make it fluent.
And make it good.
That's not exactly an easy thing to do.
No, it's not an easy thing.
what they did was very...
I think what they did was very good, too. It's just, I'm trying to just curb the idea that they're incredible developers when they didn't even make...
I'm not, like, putting them on this, pedestal, but, like... That's great what
they did. They did,
yeah. Because that's not an easy thing to do.
Right. That's true. It's not, even if I gave you everything Batman was.
Right.
For you to make a good game.
You can copy and paste, but then if you copy and paste, we're probably not going to fucking like it.
Right,
if you completely copy and paste, they had to do something new, and what they did, like Origins, was great.
Yeah, I thought so too. The story was really
one
good.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
What's your favorite out of the Batman franchise?
Out of all of them? Probably. Oh God, that's
I want
to say
City. It's between
the first
Night
one.
was so good. First one was so good too. I really like Night. I played Night like crazy. I think I only beat Night once, but I played in the same story like so much.
Yeah,
But I beat the first one multiple times and the second one multiple times. I believe I only beat Origins twice. But yeah, that's my favorite game franchise of all time. Is the Batman games.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that's it for me. When I think of my favorite games that I've ever played thoroughly, like there's 4 games?
Yep, 4 games. Yeah.
I love every single one of them.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
And then when Spider-Man PS4 came out, I'm like, if they continue this, just as great as this first one, it's probably going to beat Batman because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time.
Yeah.
For that reason. So if they can replicate that, because when I first saw those trailers, I was like, this looks like it could really be something great. When I first saw what they were going to do with this new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And then...
Remember the graphic differences?
From what they showed to what it was going to be, crazy. But it was still beautiful. It was still great, everything they did.
Yeah. That's why I don't trust them.
That's why I don't trust them. Definitely going to play that Miles Morales when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. There you are, touching it again.
Yeah, I know. Because it keeps slipping back off.
Is this shit really just... It's just dying on you?
I guess so.
What is it, a screw at the bottom?
It's like a twisty-turny thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like a vice?
You can't get it on the table any more than that? Just go further on the table?
This is good. This is progress.
Positive entertainment.
Yep.
We gotta move on to the next topic.
What is the next topic?
Next topic.
What is it?
Oh, it's topics. I got topics for days. How far are we in?
How can I tell? Oh.
20, almost 30 minutes. Really? What? It's not going to stay? Well, that's when you buy. That's what you get when you buy from Walmart, I suppose. I know. It looks like you're gonna have to hold the mic like a rapper or something. It looks tight, but it's not, is it?
Keeps falling. All right, any fucking way. So our next topic is they're finally starting filming on the Rick Grimes movie for Walking Dead. Are you gonna check that movie out at all?
No.
No.
I've stopped caring about. Why are we even talking about this? I haven't even cared about The Walking Dead since.
Me neither. I stopped watching it. But I'm still gonna check out the Rick Grimes movie that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still check it out. I'll see what they do.
All right, you're gonna just have to hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it in place. I can't talk to you when you keep messing with it, and you know that's messing up the mic too. You know that noise. It's going straight into the microphone. You know when you crank it, that they're gonna hear that. Yeah, just. If it falls, the whole just hold it. Just hold it. All right? Or the mic.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
So doing the fucking Rick Grimes movie.
Yeah, okay. The Rick I don't care.
You're not going to check it out at all?
No. I don't even care if it's good.
Really?
I don't even care if
it's good.
Even
if people say it's good, you still want to check it out?
I really don't care.
Really?
I stopped watching The Walking Dead. What?
I held
4
on.
years ago?
Yeah, you stopped before me. I held on for a while because once they introduced Negan, I liked that season that they did after with that crazy ending where he killed Glenn and everything.
Yep.
I like what they were doing with Negan. I was still holding on, but then it just fell off for me. And then they did like a time jump, and Morgan's older, and it's just like no.
Yeah,
I just gave up on the show. But I'm interested to see if they do more stuff with Rick Grimes, because that's honestly when I fell off of the show. Like I was able to hold on until Rick Grimes left.
Yeah.
Then at that point, I was like, I don't, and there's people, if he leaves and you don't watch it, you're not a real Walking Dead fan. Motherfuckers say that. And you know what? Whatever. I guess I'm not a good, enough of a Walking Dead. I loved the beginning like 4 or 5 seasons, maybe even 6 of Walking Dead. They're going on season 10, season 11.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
It's over. But what they were able to do with those first couple seasons was great.
It was incredible.
Like,
it was incredible. The first, I'd say season 1, season 2, didn't like season 3, season 4, and then 5 was all right. And then I remember when Negan came in, I watched parts of him.
That's when a lot of people started falling off, which is crazy.
Yeah.
The viewings drop.
Yeah,
I always see articles about the viewings dropping.
Yeah. I stuck with Walking Dead for at least 4 seasons. I was
4
on
seasons
it.
was good.
Yeah. No, third season I didn't like.
Which one was that?
With the governor.
You didn't like stuff
No,
with the governor?
didn't like the stuff with the governor. Didn't even like the
Still
governor.
liked it. Really?
But the first 2 seasons was with Shane was great. And then
Yeah, Shane's one of my favorite characters, The Walking Dead.
yeah, then the governor got
Which
involved.
I don't see a
like
lot,
it.
but I guess
Right.
we're in the minority. But
No, I think a lot of people love Shane.
You think so?
As the favorite character.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
not so
yeah,
much, but
yeah.
people. I think Shane was I think a lot of people
I hope
liked
so.
Shane.
I hope so, because
Yeah,
Shane
yeah.
was one of my favorites.
Well, because John Bernthal's career really took off from
It was
Shane.
the acting. It's the same thing with Ben in Ozark.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like it was the
Yeah.
acting. Like just, oh my God.
yeah. Funny thing, I had a dream. Where I was in some like factory or something like that, and for some reason Marty Bird was my dad, and he was like, "Oh, we were like trying to steal money," and he was like, "Oh, you got to steal this money.
Coming
You got to
in
do
your
this."
Dreams, huh?
Yeah, dog. It was weird.
Yeah,
And-
once again, a shout out to Ozark. If you guys have not seen Ozark, go check out Ozark.
Yep.
Fourth
Yeah.
season coming. It's the last season. I think that's good. Let's wrap it up, guys. It is
Fire.
some good television.
Fire. Yeah. 'cause
Have
I
you watched anything like new recently?
watched anything new?
Any shows? It's
I watched
mostly
this-
shows. I'm really into watching new shows now. I'm all
Shows,
over the
not so
place.
much.
No?
But I did see. I came in, sat down. My roommates were watching Grey's Anatomy, but that doesn't count really.
No, let's not.
I
No offense to Grey's Anatomy fans. I'm just
yeah, I walked
don't
in
know
and some like 30-year-old firefighter was like in cahoots with some 70-year-old woman. Like, I love her. I'm like, this is the stupidest show. What the hell is going on? But you know what? Same criticism could be made about Ozark with Wyatt and Darlene.
Right,
same
right.
criticism, same thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm getting way off the beaten path
What'd you
here.
watch new,
Uh,
Darren? I asked you one goddamn question.
It was this movie called A Few Good Men.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah.
heard of that movie. Was it good? Oh, really? Oh, really? All right.
It was fire.
Really?
Fire. With Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, man, it was
I'll
so
throw that
good.
on the list. I got right now. I have a list of entertainment that I'm gonna watch.
Yep.
Like there's so much out, and I've really been in the shows like The Morning Show and Defending Jacob on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Season 2 of The Umbrella Academy came out. Just finished that.
Yeah.
That was really good, but like, I just have so many problems with The Umbrella Academy. I have a lot of problems with the way the show is. I don't think it's great.
Uh-huh.
It's not The Boys.
Right.
Like The Boys is, I wouldn't put it up there like that, but it was entertaining, and I like the characters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't put up there with the greats because I have so many. It reminds me a lot of the X-Men. Everything they did with Anya was really like the Dark Phoenix saga. It's like it was a lot of stuff. They did some time travel stuff. It was a lot of stuff that I've seen before, done in other things. So it wasn't that new, but it was really funny. The character development was great.
Uh-huh.
Like it's a good show, but I wouldn't put it up there with the greats. Like The
Okay.
Boys, one season. That show's amazing. That season 2 is coming out soon. But Umbrella Academy, it was all right, and they're doing season 3. I'll check it out, but I don't know how long I'm gonna hang on to the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Those of you that finished it, like, I don't know.
thought it was
I'm curious
Resident
what everyone else thinks about it because
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of what everyone else thinks about season 2. And it's good. I like it. You know what I mean? The comedy's really great. Yeah.
I don't know shit about that. I tell you what, though.
You gonna watch The Boys?
Yes, I want to.
You
But it's
have
not
to.
on Google Play, and I don't want to buy Amazon Prime.
The website. There's websites you can watch it on.
Well, it's not
We
on
don't
HBO.
support pirating.
It's
but-
not on HBO.
No,
and
it's
not
Amazon
on Google.
Prime and original.
Okay, well, listen. Okay, I got HBO. I got Google.
Yeah,
Okay.
HBO Max.
If that's not enough,
HBO Max is nice.
if that's not enough to watch this show, Jesus Christ.
Well, I have Amazon. If
Who-
you have,
no,
if you have
no.
like the Amazon Prime, you automatically get
Who
Amazon videos.
watches Amazon Prime? The food's here.
That's good to know.
All right, get out of here, Casey. Who watches Amazon Prime?
A lot of people.
I
That Jack Ryan show is another really big show on there.
Amazon is for delivering packages.
But there's a lot of people subscribe to Amazon Prime. People watch The Boys. They're like, people who are watching that show. They have some good originals on there. But the problem is there's so many streaming services. Now you got to pick. There's so many shows. That's
what
the
I'm
problem.
saying.
Because they're dropping good content on all these different things, but it's like, do I want to pay for all these different things?
No.
It's wicked annoying.
No.
Like, the only reason I have Apple TV is because I got it free for a year.
Listen,
that's the only reason I got Apple TV.
I got Netflix.
I'll always have
HBO.
Netflix is at the base. I'll always have Netflix no matter what, because they're always dropping heat.
HBO, and I got Google Play. If your show...
Google Play, whatever.
It's
not like a streaming service.
No, it's not a streaming service, but it has so many TV shows and movies, you wouldn't believe it.
That you buy, though, right?
Yeah, that you buy, or that you rent, or that you whatever, you know.
But streaming services, like, you subscribe and you get all this free content.
Yeah, but free content, Josh?
Prime's got some good fucking shit on
free
it.
Content?
Mm-hmm.
You subscribe to it and you pay for it. It's not free.
Okay. But you're paying what? $10 a month to watch the archives of movies that they have?
Yeah, or I could pay $0 and then buy specifically what it is that I want to watch.
Yeah. Well, add up. You can't watch as many. You're gonna pay fucking out the ass.
Why would I don't watch that many. So you tell me.
Okay, so it depends what kind of consumer you are.
Exactly.
It depends what kind of
So you tell me The
Boys. I'm
Boys.
into watching all this different stuff.
I'm gonna watch it if it's
cool.
fire. You tell me The Boys is fire. I want to look it up. I want to watch it. If I look it up on the programs that I'm looking it up and it isn't there, I got to subscribe to some streaming service just to watch it.
You can watch it for free. I'll send you a link. Quit bitching. Like, I'll send you the fucking link. Like, what? I mean, that's the problem. You don't want to fucking pay for it. I'll send you a link.
Well, Josh, you could have sent me a link a week ago. A year ago.
I Ben told you that you can watch it for free. I Ben
No. Sending me the link.
You can't find it yourself. I tell you the websites.
I gotta look for it myself.
Yeah, is that so fucking hard?
You're the one that wants me to. You're the one that wants me to watch the show.
Not that fucking bad.
I guess not.
Spoon feed it
I guess
to you.
not. Well, no, you just said you were. You
fuck
just said
out
you
of
were
my
gonna
house. Get the fuck out.
You just said you're gonna send me the link, motherfucker.
No, now I will, because I guess I
Now
gotta
you
spoon
will.
feed it to you.
Well,
now it's probably not even gonna be that good.
no,
You know, watching
shit.
this shit.
I'm gonna be watching it like this is free. This is garbage.
It's fucking garbage. It's been begging. Yeah, I feel like the hype's too much now. Now
Hype
you're gonna
is
be like,
too much.
fucking...
Yeah, it's ruined now.
It's completely different. It's completely different from anything I've seen in the superhero genre. They do some crazy shit, and it's really compelling. And I know for a fact our humor is pretty fucking aligned.
Right.
You're gonna find this show to be fucking hilarious.
I'm
You're
sure.
gonna laugh your goddamn dick off.
I'm sure.
You need to watch The Boys, Darren. I'm
sure.
telling you. I understand. No, I understand where you're coming from. I talked about this with like other people, like at work. I'm like, oh, you watch this show on this? They're like, I don't have that. And it's like, I get it.
Yep.
All these streaming services, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Like I have like 2 or 3 that I have for free for a year. It's just
Okay.
out of like different. That's why I have them. HBO Max I pay for because I needed it.
Yeah.
Like I wanted HBO Max. They're gonna have a lot. They already have all the HBO content, which is great.
Yeah.
Then they have a lot of Warner Brother movies. They have so much content now. They have HBO Max content. I checked out the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah.
Watching the first episode. Hilarious. Casey's in the kitchen and she just hears them saying fucking shit. And she's like, "What? Like, why are they saying that?" And I'm not gonna lie. It's very off-putting. And I think they should be more careful with this. I was talking about it with her. Like, my kid has HBO Max, right? They click on a Harley Quinn show.
Right.
How far am I going to look into this as a parent?
Right.
I guess now that I know that they're doing stuff like that, like, but the average parent who's not into that, oh, they're clicking a Harley Quinn show. I know, Batman, whatever, watch it. I walk by and Harley Quinn saying, fuck.
Right.
Well, I think they got to be more careful with that. They just throw on an HBO Max. I let my kid go on there, and they're
right.
And it's very off-putting. I think it's very silly that they're making them all swear.
Yeah.
I think it's very funny. It was entertaining. I liked seeing it all, but I just think they got to be a little more careful.
Yeah.
It's kind of off-putting. You know what I mean?
It is. I
Doing
think
stuff
I
like
think
that.
it travels down the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
Where it's like this is sort of what it's hard for my brain to really fully place it in a spot that I know what's going on and I don't know what's going on. We touched about Harley Quinn before.
Right. It's so like you just
like how far do you
either
push
you're
the character?
down with it or you're not.
Like, how far do you push the character before it's no longer the character?
Exactly.
And that's the dilemma.
Because there's some things that fit. They swear and I'm like, because Joker was like, he was talking shit about Riddler. He's just like he's a indirect asshole. He called him. That's his whole spiel. He's just an indirect asshole, and I'm like, all right, I can get down with that. I feel like Joker would say that, but then it's just so much. They're pushing it so much, and they do that a lot in adult.
That's from that Chick-fil-A.
God damn. They do that a lot in adult cartoons. I feel like they push the swearing too much sometimes. A lot, and it's just like overboard.
I don't think adult cartoons in general swear too much, in my opinion. I don't have a limit to how much anybody can swear. I watch Trailer Park Boys, and they swear all the time.
Yeah.
But I just think that when
like it hits a point,
when
it's
about Batman and Batman characters that are not supposed to swear in that manner, the reason why they don't have Batman say any swears during the show is because they're aware of this.
Which I think is dope that they do. I do think that's fire that the only character that's not swearing is Batman. It's like, okay,
has to be. Yeah, so they got it, but
it's very weird.
Yeah, I see clips of it.
It's like acquired taste, I guess.
Yeah. So,
how much left we got? Maybe like 10 minutes. What else I got on this bullshit? Saw the Mulan thing.
It's gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah. So the first article that came out about Mulan being on Disney Plus, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're gonna put it on Disney Plus. Next article comes out. It's gonna be $30.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And I was like, wait a minute. Look, I'm thinking about doing a whole video on this shit. Disney Plus, I just have a very big problem with right now. Like, they're not dropping good content. They're just not. They started off right out the gate with The Mandalorian. Great content. They had a couple other things, but it's like all the shit you announced, they're not dropping. They don't have much going on. Like, there's only so far having all the original Disney and Pixar movies will take me. I've seen them so many times. Like, yeah, I get to go back. Oh, okay. I got to do that for 6 months. Go through and see all these movies I haven't seen in a while. But after a while, it's like,
what are you paying for?
Yeah, what am I paying? You're not giving me that juicy content. I want to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I want to see WandaVision. That's what I want to see.
When is that coming out? When is that coming out?
I don't know. They're all getting pushed. I guess WandaVision, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to still come out this year. Falcon and Winter Soldier got pushed to 2021.
Okay.
But it's like, I'm just sitting here waiting for the content. What am I paying for at this point? And then you're going to drop Mulan on Disney Plus. I was like, oh, that's really cool that they're going to do that. Like, there's a lot of people that do want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Am I one of those people? Not really. I don't like what's going on. I don't really care.
Yeah, you're right.
But for people who want to see that movie, that's dope.
Yeah.
$20 is a lot, but like, okay. I feel like, okay. The movie just came out. You really want to see that movie? Pay the $20 and rent it.
No.
But $30, like, because you can have a whole family. You think about the money you're going to pay to go to the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And all the money you're going to spend. Like, you want to pay $20. You really want to see the movie. It's the only way you can see it. If you really want to see that movie, $20. I feel like that's reasonable. But doing $30, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah. $30 is insane. But even $20 is insane.
Really?
If the theaters,
there's movies that would, like Black Widow, I'd pay if they're like Disney Plus. We're gonna put it on Disney Plus. It's $20 to rent it. I'm like, well, whatever. I'll pay the $20 to watch
if the theaters are open. We could go to the movies?
Then no. In the circumstances that we're having now. But that's why I think it's cool. For what? Because that's the only reason they're doing it. They don't want to not put it in the movie theater.
Right.
They know they're going to make a decent amount of money. There is a fan base that wants to go see this movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's really cool that they're doing it. But I think $30 is actually really pushing it. I'm already paying for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Already paying for it. You're going to put it on there. And then in a couple months, it's going to be free on Disney Plus. I think 3 months. What's the final? It's like, I don't think I think $20 is like, okay, that makes sense. The movie just came out. They did the same thing.
But just to rent
with other
it, though?
VODs. They did the same thing with like Trolls. It's because of the circumstance that we're in. I think if we weren't in this circumstance, then no, that's pushing it. But $20, like we can't see it in the movie theater. All right, we'll put it on VOD, pay $20 if you really want to see this movie.
Yeah, okay.
I feel personally, okay paying that $20. Okay. But there's something about $30 that just turns me off. I hear 30 and I'm like, I'll just wait. Right. Unless it's something like Endgame. I'll pay. I'll just $50.
Pay $100.
Like, what you know what I mean? But stuff like that. Mulan, $30 on a streaming service that I'm already paying for, and you're not really giving me anything, and then it's going to be free on Disney Plus in a couple months. That's just bullshit to me. I think $20 is sufficient. I get it in the times that we're in, the VOD. I think it's great what they're doing right there. Like, we still get to see these movies. They're still making a little bit of money. I get it, but $30 to me is just pushing it, dude.
If I spend $20 on a movie and I don't have your subscription service, I should own that movie.
Yeah, right. And they're charging $30, and I'm paying a subscription price.
Yeah, and Josh, if you stopped paying the subscription,
but just renting. If I wasn't paying a subscription price and it was just renting for $20, that's fine.
No,
but really,
no. I'm gonna own that movie for $20. I'm not gonna rent it for $20.
It's okay for the times that we're in right now, where movies aren't coming out in movie theaters. If you want to see that movie, pay the $20, rent it.
But if we remove the paid subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Then that means you either get it $20 to rent or you don't see it until it becomes available to buy. And you know that when it becomes available to buy, it would be $20. So you would just wait to pay $20.
Well, it depends on how much you want to see the movie.
Yeah, it does. And so what I'm saying is that...
So for people who want to see that movie, I think $20 is an okay price for the times that we're in right now.
Right.
But there's a movie you want to see, it's not going to hit the theaters. $20, like, you won't pay
if it was
that?
on a subscription service,
that where
would
you're
make
pushing it.
No, not even that. That would make more sense. You understand?
Really?
Yeah, because even though you spent that, you will get that as a part of your subscription service. As long as you pay your $10 every month, that movie you'll be able to watch as a part of your service. So it's almost as if you've bought it. It's almost as if you've bought it.
It will stay on your subscription service.
What I'm saying is that imagine you had to spend $20 to only rent it and watch it once, and then it was gone until it was out of the virtual theater, and then you had to spend another $20 not only to watch it again, but to actually own it. So now you've spent $40. You spent $40.
That's fine.
To get this movie.
Because you're paying $20 to see the movie, you can have as many people over as you want. Like, instead of spending all this money, all these people going to see, have people over, watch the movie, $20 in the times that we're in right now. If this was a regular thing and, like, movie theaters were open and be like, no. But, like, if I want, like, Black Widow, they want to release it for $20 to rent, I'm going to pay $20. I'm going to watch Black Widow. In the times that we're in, because it won't come out in the theaters.
I think it depends on what movie we're talking about.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on what movie.
In my opinion, I am not going
I
to
think
do
it's
that.
good for the people who want to see the movie, is what I'm saying.
If it was $20...
People who want to see Mulan, I don't want to see Mulan that bad. I'm not going to pay $20 or $30 to see it.
Right.
But if there's a movie that was supposed to come out in theaters, even A Quiet Place, if they drop it on VOD for $20, I'm going to watch it because I was waiting to see that movie and I can't see it because of the circumstances
I'm used to renting movies for $4 or $5.
Me too, but because of the circumstance that we're in, I can't see these new movies in theater. Now, if this was something they were doing while I could go see it in theater, I'm like, no, I'm going to pay the $15, whatever, to go see it. Depends what movie I want to see.
What if I just spent $20 and you forced me to buy it? You forced me to buy it if I wanted to get to watch it, and then you tagged on maybe another $5.
So, like, it was $25?
So it was $25. $5 went to the fact that I was watching it earlier, and $20 went to the fact that I was actually going to own it.
That's not too bad.
You see what I'm saying?
That's not too bad. I would do that.
So that way I can spend the money and then watch it
more
more
would be
than
something
once.
they could do, yeah.
Yeah.
But that I still think what they're doing right now is fine, except for the $30. But they've been doing $20 for these movies that were supposed to go to theaters, and I think it's fine. If you want to see the movie that bad, like I said, Black Widow, I'll pay the $20. I'll watch it early. Quiet Place.
There's not a movie on this planet that I'd pay $20 to rent. It doesn't matter if I can't go to the theaters or not.
Yeah.
If I'm not spending $20 on any movie unless I can watch it more than once and I own that movie. I am not spending, because if I like that movie, I'm gonna have to spend another $20 on it.
But it's the same thing going in theater. You pay $15 to go see it in theater, then you can't watch it again unless you pay more money to see it.
That's true, but
there is a theater experience. I'll give you it. Yeah, I get that.
And $15 is different than $20.
Is how bad you wanted to see the actual film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
I really wanted to see A Quiet Place too. I'll pay $20. They drop it on VOD next week,
and
it's just to rent for 72 hours. All right, I'm doing it. I want to see A Quiet Place too. Black Widow.
I can't do it.
Like Black Widow, I'll watch it. Yeah, I want to see it. But if they drop like James Bond, I'm not really into the new James Bond movies.
Right.
No, I haven't really seen them. I wouldn't watch it. Like, it depends what movies they are. It really does, and how bad I wanted to see them. Wonder Woman 98, whatever it is. $20, rent it. I'm checking it out. New Batman movie, drop it, $20. I'm checking it out. Like, there's certain movies like we're just different because you know I go to the movies fucking alone. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I you know what I'm saying? The AMC A-list shit. I was going to the movies. I love going to the movies.
Yeah.
I love the movie theater.
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I love seeing new movies. I'm just so into movies like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like. There's a more variety of what I want to see.
Right.
You know, your radar is like, all right, it has to be fucking.
Right. I think
It
obviously
depends
it
who you
depends
are.
on what the movie is. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think for most people, obviously, it depends on what the movie is. But for me, I don't see a movie that I would do that.
That
for.
there's out right now.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
think so.
completely depends on your opinion on the
I mean,
movie that's
Endgame-
coming out. Endgame, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Force Awakens, when we
You
didn't
know
know
what?
everything that
You know
happened,
what?
you would
know
pay
what
for
would
that.
happen?
Like,
You know what it would be like? I would have to go to somebody's house who's having an Endgame party and then pitch in $1 along with the other 20 people.
well, that's what would happen with a lot of big movies like that. Like
Yeah.
if I rent like Black Widow 2.
The first Black Widow movie.
First Black Widow movie coming out. Like if I rented it, I tell you, yeah, dog, I'm renting Black Widow. You want to see it?
We go tens on it.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
20.
not even. Like, you know what I mean? I'm renting it. Just come over and fucking see it.
Oh, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like if you're really, there's
Well, if
people
you're
who want to
generous.
see these movies. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see Mulan like that, but I've seen like in comment sections, some people are excited about this. I'm just really not.
No, right.
It's not what I wanted from a Mulan live action. I feel like you could have
Who
still
wanted a
did it.
Mulan live
No one.
action?
No one. Yeah, we're running out of time here. It's about GG. That's what we think about
All right.
stupid fucking topics. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been drinking too goddamn much. I'm holding this mic. What an episode!
I know.
I hope you
fire.
guys made it this long.
I hope the
holding
phones
the
made
mic.
it this long.
No one knows. We'll find out.
Oh,
There's
I thought
food
you
out
said
there.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah,
The
that's
mic's
all we
still
got
on.
today on episode 29 of the Power Button Podcast.
Ooh,
Be sure to
29.
like, be sure to subscribe, check out the Jay Meany review. Try to drop videos as much as I can. Not a lot going on.
All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Mother.